right, the first story at the top of antiwar.com today. Biden decided how to respond to the drone attack. So President Biden told reporters on Tuesday that he's decided on a response to the drone attack that hit a U.S. base in northeastern Jordan near the Syrian border and killed 3 U.S. troops, but he did not specify what that response will be. So even though, as I covered yesterday, the Pentagon has admitted it has no evidence Iran was involved in the attack, Biden says that he holds Iran responsible because it arms the Shia militias the U.S. believes launched the drone. So regardless of that, the lack of evidence, the U.S. is considering targeting the Iranian military. So U.S. officials told Politico that options being considered include attacks on Iranian personnel in Iraq and Syria or striking Iranian naval assets. So they could bomb the IRGC in Iraq or Syria or bomb the Iranian Navy. And those things risk a huge escalation. This idea that because they're not going to, I guess they're thinking, all right, we won't bomb targets inside Iran, we'll hit the Iranians around the region. Like, that's not going to escalate things. I mean, you know, they're doing this and claiming that they don't want war, but this is what they're planning. And it says those are just some of the options being considered. But I saw that in a few reports that's one of the options. So I am leaning toward that's probably what they're going to do, is target the IRGC in Iraq, Syria, or hit the Iranian Navy. And John Kirby, the White House National Security Council spokesman, he said that it was very possible that the U.S. would carry out what he called a tiered approach, not just a single action, but potentially multiple actions, signaling that the U.S. could carry out strikes for multiple days. You know, that this could be not just one round of airstrikes, but a pretty significant attack. And I'm guessing if they targeted the Iranians, they would also target the Shia militias as well. So, again, while the U.S. is considering an attack on the Iranian military, they're also claiming that they don't want war, that they don't want a wider war in the Middle East, that they don't seek escalation. But President Biden has already launched a wider war in the region by bombing the Houthis in Yemen 10 times since January 12th and launching several rounds of airstrikes in Iraq and Syria. They've done that already against the militias. And every time they do it, each strike, they say, oh, we don't want escalation. This is for deterrence. Well, it's deterred nothing. Tensions have only increased. Now American troops have been killed. So, if they go with some big attack on Iranian assets in the region, I mean, this could mean war between the U.S. and Iran.